Now, one of the things that transpired during the Q2 earnings is, of course, the new CEO announcing that they are planning on penetrating the UAE or United Arab Emirates market before end of this year. And today, apparently, there is an article from Electric Vehicles which is indicating that the new CEO confirmed that they are penetrating, or they are opening their first showroom in Abu Dhabi around November, with sales expected to also start before the end of the year. So sales might start around November or December. And the reason why this penetration of UAE is pretty interesting is that you will know that a majority of the people that stay in UAE are quite rich, and therefore making up will bring a boost into the new sales there, because those guys, most of them are rich, and it might not cost them an arm and a leg for them to buy the new cars. They will be able to easily afford new cars, which will be very interesting on how that one unfolds. I mean, you know that NIO, what make it easier to penetrate the UAE is because there is an investment, or Abu Dhabi investment firm, that has invested over $2 billion worth of investments onto NIO, which that will make things easier for NIO in UAE to, of course, be able to sell and attract more sales. Then I think they will get some help from that investment firm, which will fuel some success, or which might bring some success of NIO there in UAE. So Abu Dhabi, it is the first place where NIO is going to open the showroom, apparently in November, and the sales will start before the end of this year. So we look forward to the kind of sales that will generate there. But personally, I think we might see Abu Dhabi selling more, or much better than some of the European countries where we are seeing NIO selling their cars. I mean, in Europe, NIO is not selling that well, average, but there are some countries like Norway, Netherlands, and sometimes Germany, who we are seeing sales at least doing, at least trying to lift up the overall European sales. But Sweden, Denmark, it's not that much that is happening there. But these other three countries, Netherlands, Germany, Norway, they are trying to give something to NIO when it comes to deliveries on a month-to-month. And I believe that country like Abu Dhabi will also be one of the countries that will generate NIO some good sales. It might even do better than all these other three countries on a month-to-month, but we'll see as time unfolds. But UAE in general, I think it can bring some good competition onto the European countries, because like I said, most of the people that are residing there, they are quite rich, and therefore price might not be a problem on the new cars, which is something that is pretty exciting. So I'm happy about this. I'm excited. I mean, I know in Europe, NIO, apparently there are rumors that are saying that they've put their leg on a brake pedal in terms of expanding more, so they won't be penetrating any more countries, or they've put some pause on penetrating maybe other countries in Europe. They're just going to continue selling their cars where they are selling. And this again, it's a rumor, right? And I think part of the reason is because of the tariff, or the rumors of the tariff increasing, which might lead into NIO having to lose more in terms of sales should the tariff come to play, right? I mean, already NIO cars are expensive in Europe, and this 20% or 20.8%, which is the tariff that NIO would get if everything gets concluded and finalized, it will be a lot. It will bring some hurt into the NIO sales that they generate on a month-to-month. But thank God that we've got countries like Norway who said, you know what, we are not going to participate into increasing tariff onto Chinese EVs, and therefore NIO will continue doing well in Norway, because Norway is not going to participate into increasing tariffs onto this NIO brand. Countries like Germany, Netherlands, Sweden, Denmark, we might see them participating into implementing whatever the European Commission is going to take decision on. But personally, I just hope we don't get the tariff increase, or yeah, they just revise whatever tariff increase they are planning to impose onto Chinese EV cars like NIO, because it won't be that good. I mean, Tesla, for instance, they've gotten a 9%, or they'll be getting issued. This European Commission continue or conclude their verdict on increasing tariffs, then Tesla might get a 9% tariff increase, which, yeah, one also has to wonder why Tesla is getting 9%, but NIO is getting 20%. But anyways, we don't want to go into too much politics on that. But I think it will be good that the European Commission sits down on this and maybe relook into all of these things. The good thing about this whole story of tariff increasing onto Chinese EVs is that not only are car companies like Mercedes and other companies trying to advise the European Commission not to increase tariff onto Chinese EV cars, but we are also seeing countries like Germany, Spain trying to take a stand onto this thing and saying, please do not be aggressive when it comes to increasing tariffs onto Chinese EVs, because they realize the damage that might come after such an increase of tariffs into these Chinese EV cars, which is why they are asking the European Commission not to increase tariff onto Chinese EV cars like NIO. So yeah, man, we just hope things can work out for the better for EV stocks like NIO, who are selling their cars in Europe and they don't get this increase. Personally, I don't want this increase at all, because I know already maybe the struggle that NIO is facing when it comes to selling their cars in China, in Europe, and therefore adding this tariff might just fuel more, and we don't see NIO or companies like NIO doing well at all. So tell me what you think about this, but we look forward to the penetration or for NIO to start selling their EV cars in Abu Dhabi around this November. We look forward, and I think that market will open some good sales for NIO, and we look forward to that. Otherwise, with all that, just thought I'd just give you this quick updates. Don't forget to do your own due diligence onto the NIO stock, because the stock price of NIO, it's quite volatile, and therefore it requires you to have done some due diligence so that at least you can be comfortable as you are investing onto this stock. Otherwise, that's all from me. I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.